Hello people, today on Bandra Bucket, I am going to Delhi's oldest city called Mehrauli. It's I think around 7 to 8 kilometers from New Delhi railway station. I'm taking the metro. The Delhi metro is really amazing. It's very connective. Now I have reached Mehrauli and I am at a place called Ahimsa Sthal. It's this place. It's a garden, and it has a small hill. The garden is very beautiful. It's very well maintained, and I'm moving towards that hill. And on that hill there is a statue of a deity who's called Mahavir. He's a Jain deity. Jainism. He's very revered, Mahavir, and he's a symbol of peace and non-violence. Hence, this place is called Ahimsa Sthal. Okay, so it's a very peaceful place. There's no noise, nothing. There were not even any tourists over here. So I just stopped by and had a look at it since it was on my way to Qutub Minar. And place is very green, and as you can see, this is the statue. And from here the view of the city is really nice. It's very green over here, as you can see. That is the Qutub Minar over there. Okay, and over here there is a tomb which belongs to Tughlaq era. I don't know whose tomb it is. I think some Tughlaqi noble. And this is the statue of the deity Mahavir. And this is, I don't know what statue this is, but it is a very old statue. And as you can see, the view from here is really nice. It's a bright sunny day. He's the founder of this place, Mr. Prem Jain. Now I've entered the Qutub complex. This is the Azan tower of Qutub complex. From here Azan was given, prayer was called for. This is the entrance, and as soon as I enter, there is this Mughal mosque built during the Mughal era. It's a very small, cute little mosque, and there's a Mughal garden, typical Charbagh garden. This is the Mughal garden, full with roses and different types of flowers. And as you can see, the rose flower is at its full blossom. This is a very old banyan tree over here, and you can rest and take a nap and eat over here. It's a very cool place. Delhi has really amazing gardens compared to Mumbai. Mumbai, you won't get to see such big open spaces. This is the Mughal mosque, and it's a very cute little small mosque, and it's a very ancient mosque, and it's a working mosque. There are prayers held over here 5 times a day. The congregation prays. It's made up of sandstone and limestone, I think. It's not red sandstone, it's limestone. And it's a very medieval mosque, though very well maintained. Now there are various monuments in the Qutub complex, and the main highlight of this place is the Qutub Minar, which is almost an 800-year-old monument. It's an 800-year-old monument. This is some information about the Mughal mosque. That's the Qutub Minar in the backdrop. Okay, Qutub Minar this is some information about the monuments, and about the other monuments in the complex. You can pause and read if you are interested. Okay, Qutub Minar was completed by Iltutmish, and it was started by Qutubuddin Aibak. But before it could be completed, the construction, Qutubuddin Aibak passed away, and later on Iltutmish completed. Qutub Minar has been damaged many times by lightning and thunderstorm, and the British have also repaired it. The English have repaired it, the upper floors of the Qutub Minar. If you'll see, the upper floor is in white color, it's in marble. That was later replaced, so it was damaged because of lightning. This is the Qutub complex. It's very green, the gardens are really amazing, and it's huge. It's spread in acres. I mean, it's very huge. It's a very good place for family hangout and taking pictures and portfolios. And as I always say, traveling back into time, you know, these monuments are almost 800, 900 years old. They are medieval monuments, and they are very rare monuments. You will not get to see them in anywhere else in the world. As you can see, the Qutub Minar, this is the base of the Qutub Minar, and it's quite wide, and you cannot make it out from the video, but if you are present over there, you will understand it's very wide. There are all Arabic verses and verses from the Quran carved on the minar, and it's made up of red sandstone, and this carving is very intricate, very meticulous, and it's very rare. I mean, later on you will get to see such carvings in the Mughal architecture. This is the Qutub complex. There's a Quwwatul Islam mosque in Qutub complex. There is a Alai Darwaza, and there's a tomb of Iltumush, and there's a tomb of Mughal noble called Imam Zamin. This tomb was built by Humayun during the Humayun's time in 1525 or something. This is the Sarai. This was built by Alauddin Khilji, and this is the Qutub Minar. It's very tall. It's I think in those days this was the tallest minar, and I think it still is. I'm not sure about that, but during that time it was the tallest. And this is the Quwwatul Islam Mosque. Over here there used to be a university wherein people from all over the world used to come and study. And this is the ruins of Quwwatul Islam Mosque. As you can see, this is carved in red sandstone, and all Quranic verses. This is the Mihrab, and all Quranic verses carved into the red sandstone. The complex is really beautiful. It's very well maintained, and the staff over here is always alert, and is always on a wiggle, because as you can see, these walls are crumbling. They can fall anytime, so it needs a lot of maintenance to keep them intact, and they check it all the time, so that there's no accident or something like that by the rock falling on someone's head or something. But that has never happened till now. There's also a madrasa which was built by Alauddin Khilji. This is the madrasa. As I told you, people used to come over here to study, and they were given stipends by the then government to study over here. And there was an entire system, of training people and then absorbing them into the government, into the administration of the government. Like how in present day we have the IAS system, wherein the Union Civil Services. In earlier days, the kings and the emperors used to also have the same system, but in a different way. They used to train, and they used to make universities, train people, and then hire those people. And this is a small well at the backside. It seems very dirty. I don't know, and it looks very spooky and eerie also over here. Haunted kind of feeling. But the gardens are really bright and green, and they are very beautiful. You can just lie down in the afternoon and take a nap and relax, chill out with friends and family. The complex is huge. It almost took me half a day, almost 4 to 5 hours to explore each and everything, and yet I couldn't do that. But I tried my best in covering all the places over here, and taking all the views over here, and keep document all the memories of Mehrauli city, Qutub complex. There are many foreigners over here who come and who have an experience of this place. And this is the tomb of Iltutmish. As you can see, Quranic verses and on the red sandstone. It took many years to build this. This is the tomb. This is the resting place of Iltutmish. And this is the actual grave. This is not a cenotaph. This is the actual grave, and it's made up of marble. And this was the first time marble was used in the architecture in Delhi Sultanate. So inspired by this, later on Mughals made their buildings in marble and red sandstone. As you can see, there were many people over here. It was very crowded. This is Iltutmish resting place. This is the mihrab over here, which is inscribed with Quranic verses. The security is very high over here, and there are a lot of tourists over here. It's a very historical place. This is the incomplete tower of Alauddin Khilji. And Alauddin Khilji conquered Deccan. He wanted to build a tower taller than Qutub Minar, but he died before it got completed. And these are the ruins of that particular tower. There's one more monument, Smith's Cupola and Sanderson's sundial, which I will show you later. This is the Imam Zamin's tomb from the outside. And this is the gate. This is a small door of the tomb. The architecture of this tomb is also very interesting. It's in marble, and this was built during Humayun's time, 1525. And the jali work over here is really, really intricate and really beautiful. The jali of the tomb, as you can see, this is made in marble, and the jali is also made in marble. When the sun rays, when they enter from the jali, it looks very beautiful and very elegant, something very rare. This is the dome of the tomb. It is made up of marble and red sandstone. Qutub Minar is a really amazing place. Mehrauli city was the first city of Delhi, because this was ruled in 9th century by a king called Anant something, I don't remember, Anant Nag, I think, Anant Man something, and then later on it fell to Lodhis and the Sultanate, Delhi Sultanate, the Muslim kings later on. Earlier it was ruled by a Hindu king called Anant Nag, and then later on this city started to move towards Old Delhi, and when Shah Jahan came to Delhi, he constructed Old Delhi, which is based near Chandni Chowk and Delhi 6. So Mehrauli was the first city. If you want to travel Delhi, first start your exploration from Mehrauli, because Mehrauli is the place from where this was the first city of Delhi, first historical city of Delhi. Later on, the other kings which came, the Mughals, they went upwards towards north, like the Chandni Chowk area, the Shahjahanabad, as it was called in those days, the Jama Masjid area. But Mehrauli was the first place of Delhi, first city of Delhi. This is the Alai Darwaza. It was built by Alauddin Khilji. It is very elegant, and it was built in around 12th century, almost 700 years old, 800 700 years old, and it's very elegant. You when you look